players and the manager. That's fantastic stuff.
Hello lads, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lad for Set Play Gaming. This is a FIFA 23 Stevenage career mode. It's the Road to Glory with Aidy Boothroyd, Season 3, Episode 64. And as I promised you in the last episode, we're going to begin with a transfer review. So just having a look here at the close of the transfer window, we brought in Anderson from Forest Green Rovers for 1.1 million. And going the other way was academy goalkeeper Damian Brown. We preferred Dennis Bird over him, so Brown had a really bad goalkeeper positioning rating, and it just made sense to switch him out. Hardy came in from Plymouth Argyle for 1.1 million, and Faulkner went the other way. We also agreed to sell Robbie Gotts. That was a big out for us. He went to Middlesbrough for 1.8 million. Couldn't turn that money down, and obviously it's a much higher level club. Armstrong, the prospect defender, went to RFC Serang on loan, but he will be coming back to us, as well as Cartwright. Harvey Cartwright's gone to Austin FC for the season, and we'll see him at the end of the season. Have a look here at the league table. Early on, you can see Wigan and ourselves have 16 points, 5 wins from 6, closely followed by Wycombe and Ipswich. Fleetwood and Derby make up the playoffs at the minute. Into mid-table, Bolton, Birmingham, Shrewsbury, Bristol Rovers, Oxford, Forest Green, Barnsley and Colchester. It is still early days, obviously. And then in the bottom half of the table, Exeter, Lincoln, Burton, Albion without a win in 6. That's a bad start for them. And Plymouth Argyle, Rotherham, Bradford City, MK Dons and Salford. I don't expect MK Dons to stay there. We did get an email regarding Jokel Anderson going to Iceland on international duty. That means in the upcoming 4 matches I'm about to show you, we have Barrow away in the Cup, and then Oxford. So he's going to miss the Oxford game. He probably won't make it back in time either for the Bristol Rovers game. So we will see him in action in the final game against Burton Albion. Let's crack on and see how we get on with today's games. Alright, so we're at Holker Street for game 1 of this episode today, and it's the Papa John's Trophy. I thought I'd show you the lineups. There's a couple of unfamiliar faces here. The defensive midfielder, Maguette de Jong, is one of them, and also Mikel Montes is also a central attacking midfielder. I'm not familiar with those guys, but most of those other players for Barrow I am familiar with from Season 1. This is our lineup, as you can expect. The players that took part in pre-season, many of them playing today. Dennis Bird, the Canadian shot stopper, he's making a start for us as well. He gets a chance to show what he can do. The Papa John's Trophy is not as important to us this year because we won it last year. In the opening 8 or 9 minutes, you'll see Martinkus slides in Cody Johnson, and Telecmanides makes a fantastic save coming out to deny us the opening goal. And then 2 minutes later, Cody Johnson again threads this into Andre. Andre takes it past Bruff and just leaves him for dead there. Tremendous acceleration into the box, and Ivorian makes no mistake slotting past Telecmanides to open the scoring. Really enjoying the fruits of our labour, because if you guys have been watching since day 1, Dauda Andre is actually from the academy. He was one of the first prospects in the academy when we started the save. We didn't go out looking for him, he was already there, and tremendous up potential for him. Let's see how he does. And then just before half time, Dennis Bird called into action. De Jong gets a 1-2 back from Kay, gets into the box, and you'll see from the replay he pulls off his low shot to Dennis Bird's right just before Mazid can close him down, and Bird gets down and makes a stop. He would come to our rescue 2 minutes later on the stroke of half time. Gordon played in here, and he kind of takes a casual shot, and Bird gets across and pushes it wide to make it 1-0 at the break to Andre's goal. Now 4 minutes before the hour, we were double our lead. Josh Andrews turning playmaker. He dinks a lofted through pass into the box, and look at Martinkus, gets above his marker and heads that in. It's a fantastic header. And these guys, I'm not surprised, because these guys played so well in pre-season. And it's always nice to sort of use those pre-season games to see where those academy players are at and whether they can take part in these matches. On the hour, Salim Al-Hadri squandered a chance to pull a goal back for the hosts, blasting over the bar. And then you'll see a build-up play here. Cody Johnson into Reeves, and then Reeves's lofted through pass, and look at this. Cody Johnson getting on the end of it, but Talikmanidis again coming out to save. You'll see from this replay, it's a fantastic stop because he just sticks out that right hand and makes the save. And then 3 minutes from time, you'll see Hawkins turns provider, plays it to Thomas, and he smashes it in off the post. He thinks he's scored, but it's offside. And the reason why I'm showing you this, not because of the offside goal, but simply because, look at this, a little bit of colonoscopy on the sidelines. The cameraman's got his lens pushed right through the linesman there. So that's the offside goal. And then we'll see here on 94 minutes, the cross by Corran into the box. Thomas again making himself a nuisance. It's flicked off the goalkeeper and hits the post before they can get it clear. And we would win this game comfortably by 2-0, and a good start in the Papa John's Trophy all the same. Let me know what you think. Okay, so now that we've got the Papa John's Trophy out of the way, we are returning to league action for Game 2 as we host Oxford United. They look like they're going to be struggling this year, Oxford, so we should be winning this game. This is our lineup, and you can see lots of familiar names in here that you've been watching the save. You should see those names are very familiar. We're going with a 5-3-2, so we're kind of matching them up a little bit today. So no room in the team for Hoskins. And the opening trades of action. We've got 11 minutes into the game. Hardy flicks it on. Nichols, great control. Nichols onto his favourite right, but he screws his shot wide. That should have been 1-0. And then a few moments later, a ball over the top. James Wildin cuts inside, chips it in. Hardy, great chance, and a great save by the goalkeeper. A superb stop as Eastwood makes the save on the edge of the 6-yard box. And then 20 minutes into the game, Marcus Brown dribbling through, Brannigan with a shot and Chapman with a stop. Didn't quite get enough full power behind that. It was more like one of those floaty type shots. It looks like a strong shot, but it's like with the outside of his boot. Gives Chapman a chance there. 25 minutes in, O'Neill out to Borthwick Jackson, and look at Borthwick Jackson here. He's like, I've got to pick somebody out. Kinsella drops the shoulder, great skill. Out comes Eastwood and makes the stop to deny us. These guys played better than the form suggests. And Jones here gets a lucky deflection, comes back. Jones switches his feet, gets a shot, and a great save by Chapman on the stroke of half-time. Jody Jones, one of their better players. We go in at the break, 0-0. Like I said just there, Oxford playing surprisingly well, considering they're struggling. Great tackle there by Piergianni. I wanted to show that. And that sets this up for Gilby to drop the shoulder, go round Finlay, and smash it into the back of the net. It's a trademark goal from Alex Gilby. You remember as well that he is playing in an advanced role a lot of the times. We're trying to get licence forward for him to push further forward as an attacking midfielder. And I know that's a little bit controversial, but without Robbie Gotts, this guy probably is our best shooter from midfield. So it's his first league goal this season in 6 matches. And then on 62 minutes, Ryan Hardy into Nichols. And Nichols is going to play it to Borthwick Jackson. Borthwick Jackson dinks it into the 6-yard box. And Hardy is there to knock that in. He gives us some speed. He gives us some agility. But he also gives us that aerial reach that Norris gives us. That's why I like Ryan Hardy so much. He's been a heck of a player for us. Great signing. On 74 minutes, Hawkins uses his strength there to get himself a shot on goal, but he shoots wide, much to the dismay of Boothroyd. And then, in stoppage time, Hawkins threads it through. James Wilden on the overlap, front post, and he lashes that in to make it 3-0. You always like to see goals from your overlapping right wing back, especially with James Wilden.
I don't expect keepers to save everything at their near post, but I think he should probably do better, as we know.
And that is full time. We win this one by 3-0. We got there in the end. We had to be a bit resilient today because they kind of pushed us all the way up till half time, but our quality showed through. And we move on to the third game of today. And so the third game of today, we are facing a potential banana skin opponent, newly promoted Bristol Rovers, up from League 2. We're at the Memorial Stadium. Here's our lineup today. You can see that some of them are rotated players. We do have another important match coming up against Burton Albion, but there's still some good solid names in there. Dan Sweeney named as captain, Chapman in goal, Murdoch, who's ever developing and doing well, and then obviously Norris up top. Hopefully we can still give Bristol Rovers a game here. And the opening 7 minutes, you'll see Marcus threads it through to McCormick, and a great save by Chapman, close range to deny him. The host trying to go a goal ahead there. And then 10 minutes into the game, Dowda and Dree with his tricky feet, back to Martinkus, who swings it into the box. And then Corrin eventually gets the shot, and it's pushed away by Cortez in goal. 15 minutes in, Marcus gets a clear shot on goal here. Absolutely leathers that one near post. And a great save by Chapman to deny him. About 8 minutes to go till half time. Martinkus threads this through. Norris spins Takahashi. And it's a really good effort, but Cortez with the save. From the resulting corner, it's swung in. Norris with the header. And Cortez again with a fantastic save. The Mexican shot stopper doing brilliantly. Probably one of the reasons they got promoted from League 2 last year. Really good save. And then finally the pressure would tell. It's a poor clearance. And then it's going to come out. Anderton loses possession to Ndri. And he's able to gather this and take it wide to the right. His cross is going to come in. And it flicks off one of the defenders to the back post. And Martinkus anticipates that brilliantly. And volleys it in. On the half volley. It's a great finish from the Lithuanian.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really inviting ball played into the
I'm not sure who it was there that kind of intercepted it, but he didn't head it away. He just kind of flicked it onto the back post. And Martinkus just brilliant anticipation and hits it on his favourite left. Cortez just be doing better there. He should be standing up and just parrying that away. So, Martinkus 3 minutes before the half-time, his first league goal this season. And we go in at the break, a goal up. I'm pretty happy with that considering the players we've got out on the field. And then the resuming second half, McCormick's cross. And I think it's Finlay who volleys that wide. And then once more, just on the hour, it's going to come back. McCormick again seeing a lot of the ball. He's going to eventually work this through. Anderson to Finlay. And Finlay, near post shot, pushed away by Chapman. Chapman showing that he's still got the goods for us. And then from the resulting corner, they work it short. And it's crossed into the box. And Marcus, I mean, it's one of those where, because of how good Marcus is in the air, I don't know why Lintert's marking him. You know, we've got Deitch in there, we've got Sweeney in there, but Lintert's the one marking him and he obviously doesn't do a good enough job. On 65 minutes, McCormick goes close with a free kick. Wanted to show this as well because this is actually a really good effort.
He struck the ball so well.
Chapman, I think, would have had that covered. His big frame. And then 5 minutes to go till the end of the game. And Ndri again causing problems from the right side. Dribbles into the box. He dinks this up. Danny Rose with a flick on. And Corrin there to volley in past Cortez. And once again, the youth academy prospects that are coming through the Stevenage team doing a great job here. It's actually Danny Rose's flick on, as I said. And a lovely half volley. So we win the game 2-1, closer than you'd expect. On to the final match. So the final game of today, we are hosts to Burton Albion, and it's another side that's predicted to struggle this season in League One. Whether that means that they're going to be in the bottom half or whether they're going to get relegated, I'm not sure. But that's the prediction for them. This is our lineup. It's pretty much the regular 11 we always put out. The only difference is that Cody Johnson has been named in the starting 11 alongside Liam O'Neill in midfield. And as you can see, the top four, I feel like it's a 4-2-3-1, but those top four are the regulars. And into the 12th minute, Harris's header is pushed away by Anderson to deny the visitors an opening goal. You see here he's going to get across and flick that from just about 7 or 8 yards out, and a great save, one-handed save by Anderson. And then we go 27 minutes in, we create our chance here. It's Gilby, gets away from Harris, plays into Hardy. Hardy's going to spot Hoskins free on the right, and his shot parried away by Cunha, and it's still 0-0. And then on 32 minutes, Gonzalez gets past James Wilden, a low cross into the box. A great chance for Johnny Smith, and he has to do better there. He has to get his head down, get over the ball, but instead he lashes at it, and a missed opportunity from a counter-attack. And then approaching half-time, Lakin's going to burst past Drysdale with a low shot. Anderson tips it away for a corner, and we go in at the break. It is 0-0. Once again, the teams that were predicted to struggle seem to be playing better against us. That just seems to happen a lot in FIFA. Borthwick Jackson then intercepts that pass as we begin the second half. It's played into Hardy, and his back heel pass into Cody Johnson, and a lovely deft finish to find the back of the net. This one, it kind of looks on the replay like he's going to hit it with power, but he actually just gets a little bit of lift under it. And it's a nice finish into the corner. You'll see it better here from this replay. Cuts across the ball, and it's a nice finish past Cunha. It's 1-0, and that's Cody Johnson's first goal this season. We have to try and push Johnson through because he does have decent potential. We're trying to replace Taylor and Reeves, who are getting on a bit now, and he needs the games. This is a perfect game for him to showcase what he can do. A great opportunity here as he provides a chance for Ryan Hardy. It's blocked, the initial shot. He retrieves the ball and then slashes his shot wide. High standard set for Ryan Hardy this year, and he has to be doing better. And then on 77 minutes, Joe Powell rides the challenge and hits a stinging shot. Anderson needing 2 attempts to retrieve the ball. And then with 10 minutes left to go, Nichols is going to make a fool out of Hamer there, and he's going to cross this in. It's a poor header away by the defender, and you'll see Norris knocks it down and Gilby hits it down low past the goalkeeper, and it is game over. They've been resilient, just like Bristol Rovers were. They gave us a game, but our qualities shine through here today. Our strength has shined through, and we eventually make it 2-0 with 10 minutes to go. It's a nice finish by Gilby. And then with a minute left, Gilby picks out Norris in the box, who brings it down from his left, tries to hit it with his right, but Harris prevents it from being 3. We win the game 2-0, another clean sheet, another 3 points. Let me know in the comments what you think. Alright guys, thanks for watching today. If you're enjoying the series, consider watching more content by clicking on the playlist available at the end of this video. And why not consider subscribing if you haven't already done so, to support me on the channel. I will see you guys back on Saturday with episode 65. We finish September off. We meet Forest Green Rovers away, Watford in round 3 of the Carabao Cup, and Lincoln City in the league. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. See you guys soon.